Hey, good evening, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. We've got, okay, Jesus is Lord, no problem. um, just come in and out when you can. Hey, Alicia. Hi. Hey, Sean. Welcome. Hey, Paul. You're already waiting. Oh, that's awesome. Hello. Hey, Don. Oh, my goodness. We've got all over the world right now. So that's fantastic. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming. Really, really appreciate it. Pinebrook Homestead, hello. How's everybody tonight? Getting closer to spring in your area? We had like somewhat of a spring day yesterday, but now it's back to winter. And tomorrow it's supposed to snow, so we're kind of, it's in that stage where it doesn't want to let go. So, hey, Julie, hello. And I did get my package, and I just wanted to find out from you if you want me to open it privately or on the live. So just let me know. That's up to you. It's still light now. I know, isn't it? It's like, it's going to be an hour and 20 minutes before the sun sets here. So it's like, yeah, it's so nice to have some more light. In fact, we've gotten already probably well over 3 hours, almost 3.5 hours of extra daylight just since Christmas. So it's really awesome. Hey, Chris, hello. Woohoo to you too. Thanks for being in here. Appreciate it. A Journey to Fitness, hello. Lynx Kitties, hello to you. You had a great day on Saturday, but it's raining here all day now. Oh, Dave and Amanda, hello. I know. You know, I understand you can't be at every one, so that's totally fine. Hey, Kiri. Can someone tell you what time it gets dark? Ugh. Now in Texas, I don't know. I know what time I get dark here. It's going to be well, the sun sets at 7:18 Central Time here, but I don't know what it's going to be in Texas. If it's earlier, later, about the same time. So, hey, Priceless Notions, 65 in Tennessee. Oh, yeah, we had like 50 degrees yesterday, and today I think it maybe hit 20, but we were in the teens. Let me see what it is right now. Oh, no worries, Julie. No worries at all. So, yeah, we've been sitting below freezing today, that's for sure. I was out filming yesterday and got some good stuff, but I just didn't get a chance to edit and get things done for last night. And then today, of course, working, and it's crazy. So I'm trying to get the videos out early in the week, but it doesn't always work that way. Yeah, Dave and Amanda. Yeah. Oh, you got sunburns? I am not surprised. I am not surprised. Hey, Tinker's wife. Hello. Welcome. You guys were out there a long time sitting in the sun. That's for sure. Oh, Alicia, that would be awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I caught what you put on Instagram with your syrup taffy, and that looked like amazing. Called the Fizz Queen. Oh, that's cute. Oh, okay. Lynx Acres, where are you then? So you have sunrise at 8. Our sunrise is, I think it says 7:45 with the new time change, and our sunset is 7. Shifted a little bit over there. So, oops, I'm getting behind here. Thanks, Paul. Hey, Dave from Wyoming. Thanks for being here. Oh, that's good. Dave and Amanda. Dave, you're saying a light early season syrup. So is the early season a different type of syrup? and sap than the later season, or how does that work? So, oh, are you buffering really? Oh, hey Anna, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Okay, so we have, yep, 7:43 is our sunrise, 7:18 sunset today. So that's what I've got. So are the rest of you buffering? I'm hoping not. I mean, I'm seeing a good connection here, but I just don't know what you guys are getting. So getting a little bit. Okay. Maybe is it better if I don't move around, if I'm just sitting very still? You know, sometimes that makes a difference. It's like the video waves don't like it or something. Okay, good. I have got a mail call from Heaven's Essentials. You guys, it's like this package. Really one arm up. I don't have it wrapped in foil, so I don't have the antenna going there. You have overcast skies. Yeah, sometimes the whole sun thing is just, or the whole weather and wind thing can really interfere with that. So, yeah, Journey to Fitness. It is much easier on to watch on a computer, but I think there is probably more buffering in that way. So, all right. Let's see what things like. So, oh my goodness! Wow! Thank you. Oh, look at this, and a little soap dish. Oh, Julie, thank you. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. All right, we've got, guys, this whole bag smells great. Spearmint. Are these beautiful? And did you make these, Julie? Oh, that smells great. Land of Milk and Honey. Ooh. Guys, look at these. These are beautiful. And the packaging, so fun. It looks like it's, is it like craft paper that you used or something? This is called Wonderful. It's, I was gonna eat. I don't eat soap, Chris. No, I don't do that. Julie, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, this is great. Yes, they are pretty. This is Sunshine. Oh, that smells so good. It's like I have some for every season. Now, Julie, what are they made out of? The print is real little, and I've got my computer glasses on, so it's hard for me to read it. But, oh, can I get this one? Coconut oil, olive oil, safflower oil, palm oil, castor oil, shea butter. Ooh, I need that shea butter. Tangerine. This one's tangerine. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can smell it. It's called creamsicle. Isn't that beautiful? It's a whole bag of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bars of soap. Calendula citrus. Ooh, that smells really good. Your mom made you eat soap? Okay, I missed a little bit here. Yesterday you blew, oh, 4-year-old asked you why, if you were sick. I was watching, oh. Yeah, just for blowing your nose. Oh my goodness, okay. Soap looks a lot like fudge, and sometimes it smells like it too. Yeah, that's true. Chris, I can never picture you being a handful. Oh, and then pine berry. Oh, that's gorgeous too. It's like streaks of pink and green, and I can smell the distinct um, scents there. Oh, it's so beautiful. Thank you, Julie. That's awesome. These to the side here. These are beautiful. Thank you. I'm set for, I don't know, 2 years, a year, something like that. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh, you guys. Irish Spring and Ivory. Okay. Yeah. Oh, goodness sakes. I don't think there's too many children that have gone through life without tasting some soap. I did. Well, the most distinctive time I remember is actually, I was probably about 4 years old, and I was playing with the neighbor kids and over in their yard, and they kind of talked me into drinking the water from their fuel oil tank. And so I drank some, and then it didn't taste so good, and I didn't feel so good. So I ran home, told Mom, and she immediately kind of threw my head into the kitchen sink and turned the faucet on, was running water right down my throat, and then soaping me up really good in my throat, trying to wash and dilute everything that I had just drunk. I was fine, but it was, yeah, experience I still remember. Still remember that one. But I have not made soap yet, so it's something that would be kind of something I would like to do sometime. It'd be great. Oh no. Oh, Sean, that's not good. So no, I will not be chewing on these. I will not be eating these. They're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that was not the best experience there, for sure. So I learned a serious lesson about believing neighbor kids, first of all, and then knowing that there's no water in a fuel tank. So at least there shouldn't be. Oh, goodness sakes. So, all right, I've got all my seeds, and just have to set up my indoor greenhouse now, and probably in about a month or so, 5-6 weeks, I'll be starting, about 5 weeks, I guess. I'm going to start my peppers and the tomatoes and get them growing. So I still have that, but like I said, I've got my seeds. I need to do my garden plan yet, and then set up my inside greenhouse and get that going. So, all right, Sunny Preps, hello. Gotta go back and see if I missed anybody else. Sunny Preps, Narrowway Farm, hello. Thanks for coming. So, Sean, you were a handful too then, huh? Well, I bet you and Chris could share some stories, right? So, all right. We are going to talk about really kind of two things tonight. But first of all, I wanted to tell you that bits of soap here. Saturday, I went to try to just kind of top off some of my stores of things a little bit. And in my area, we had like plenty of toilet paper and stuff like that, and all that. But the two things that I noticed the shelves were completely out of was vitamin C and hand sanitizer. So that's up here in Minnesota, in central Minnesota. And I was like, okay, there's got to be other alternatives that we know there definitely are for vitamin C. And so I kind of wanted to share some of those with you. So you can certainly get vitamin C in, yes, you can, Alicia, absolutely. Can vitamin C in food, the richest source of vitamin C in food is Kakadu plums, which come from Australia. And I don't know that we can get them in the States or not, but considering everything's going on, I don't know if they're shipping or not. But for those of you in Australia, know that Kakadu plums are the highest and richest in vitamin C. So, yeah, Sean, I don't use it anyway, but I was just I noticed that it was all gone and people were looking for it, and maybe just to have one bottle here on hand for people who stop in that aren't feeling well. And I can just say, okay. Oh, I got a new mug. Look at it. It's very girly. I'm sorry, but look how big it is. It holds 2 cups. It's a 16-ounce one. So it's like, I've got my tea in there. So, yep, to juice and everything else. So the Kakadu is Kakadu. So you can, I don't know if you can get dried ones online or something, but you can get a Kakadu plum oil. You can, those kind of things if you want to. All right, Journey to Fitness, thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Good Lynx Acres, very good. Yeah, so I didn't realize I was low on my vitamin C, and so that's where I noticed and it was gone. There are a bunch of other things. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Acerola cherries, chili peppers, sweet yellow peppers, guavas, black currants, thyme, parsley, mustard spinach, kale, kiwi, broccoli, citrus fruits, Brussels sprouts, papaya, strawberries, cauliflower, and even some more things too. In Australia, there's mandarin, finger lime, and I like this, lily pilly. I have no idea what lily pilly is, but it's high in vitamin C. So those are some of the foods that you can get that are high in vitamin C. Some of the things that you can get just in the wild around you that are great for vitamin C are spruce tips. So the tips, kind of like the newer growth off of spruce trees and pine trees, pine needles, and you can make a tea out of that, and that's really high in vitamin C too. Really good for if you're starting to get a cold or something like that, to build your immune system. Hey, Tambra, no problem. Thanks for coming in. Cedar tree tea is great. Oh, super. That's good to know. I couldn't find all kinds of, I knew that there was a lot more, but I just couldn't find them. So cedar tree tea kept the early settlers from getting scurvy. Awesome. Thanks, Karen. All right. I really appreciate you being here. Hey, Lori's learning how to live life. Thanks for coming. Thanks, Julie. Yep, pine needles are supposed to be really high. You don't want to get like the dried ones that are on the ground, obviously, and make sure that you don't use them from trees that have been sprayed. That would not be good either. So, but yeah, I mean, we've got lots of pine trees around the areas. So I drink spruce tip ale. I don't know, Sean. I'm not sure. I saw that on your video. It was like, oh, spruce tip stuff. So anyway, I just realized I forgot my power cord here. I don't know if I'm gonna make it the whole hour here. Anyway, so yeah, so in pine needles, so rose hips are another one. So if you have wild roses, rose bushes, and you get the big old rose hips off of them, those are high in vitamin C. They're good to like break up. You can grind them up or whatever, chop them up, put them in a tea. Wood sorrel is another one, and that's really more of a plant. And I'm not sure exactly which part of the plant they use. I think probably the flowers and the leaves, but I'm not sure. But in the description below, there is a, thanks, Mims, I appreciate that. There is, the ale totally counts, okay. It'll kill other things too, as well as put the vitamin C back in, right? There's a link below that has a website on how to make your own vitamin C pills. That's really, really cool. And it's just taking some ground stuff it shows what to do, but then you add honey to it and you can make your own little vitamin C tablets that are chewable. And so anyway, I thought that was kind of neat. Yeah, it was really cool. So let me see what it has in it. It's rosehip powder, amla powder, AMLA. I'm not familiar with that. And again, that acerola powder that I was talking about, they're cherries. And then orange peel powder is optional, and then honey. So you just mix all the powdered herbs together, and then you pour slightly warmed honey into the mix, and you just keep stirring it and everything. And you want the consistency, the final consistency, to hold together, but not be too moist or sticky. So then you just form them into like pea-sized balls. And then you can roll them in the orange powder or any of the other powders or something. And yeah, it kind of makes your own vitamin C tablets in that way. You probably would have to get the powders online unless you have access to those things like rose hips. You can grind it up and make your own powder. But anyway, so they're, even though the shelves say that they're out of stock and all this stuff and people are freaking out, it's like you can make your own. There are other ways to access the vitamin C. And was it Chelsea from was it Little Mountain Ranch? I think that's her title. I can't remember offhand. I think it's Little Mountain Ranch up in British Columbia. She said she goes into the store and all those things are, the bleach and all this stuff is just wiped off the shelves. But you go to the produce section and there's loads of fresh produce. And it's like, why not take all that kale? You could even dry it and powder it and then add it to your foods and stuff like that. So, there's just, don't discount your fresh foods, all the stuff that's there. All right. Anybody saying anything about all that? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hey, Serenity Meadow Permaculture. Hello, Big Dreams Homestead. Hello. Your phone is dying. Oh, okay. I don't know, there's one other time I forgot my power cord here and I have to run in the middle of it. So I'm at 58%. So I'm hoping that, running the chat here takes, in the live, takes a lot of juice out of my computer. So hoping I can do that. Yep, and then oranges, all your citrus fruits, that all works too. Oh, thank you, Naraway Farm. Appreciate it. And Moose Farms, I appreciate it very much. All right, now the other thing, a little bit of history information, kind of, is on the Ides of March. First, I want to see some hands for, first of all, if you know what the Ides of March are and when they are. So, thanks, Chris. So if you tell me when they are and if you know what they are. Thank you, Big Dreams. I appreciate that. I know, Alicia, and I did too, but I usually keep my laptop in another room. And when I moved it here, I was like, that's part of it, Dave. Yep. All right. So, yep, beware. Okay. We're getting, there's a delay here, so I'm waiting until all right. So if anybody has done like English literature or World Lit or something like that, or you know anything about William Shakespeare and his stuff, you've probably heard that description before, beware the Ides of March. The Ides of March are March 15th, so which is coming up on Sunday. And I want to just give a little kind of history behind that, which is really kind of cool. So anyway, for those of you who don't know, William Shakespeare was an English playwright. He did comedies and tragedies back in the, I think it's 1800s, I think. I don't know. I don't know Shakespeare's date here, but anyway, they in the play, in the tragedy called Julius Caesar, it was actually a play done on the actual events, so it wasn't like a made up thing. But what happened is way back, well, I'll give some other history before I get to Julius Caesar. So they're talking about way back in 753 BC, so we're talking probably 2,800 years ago. It says that the first calendar was believed to have been created by King Romulus in Rome, and it was the earliest Roman calendar, consisted of 10 months. And the first month was considered March. And it was, and the dates were expressed in relation to the lunar phases of the moons. Oh, and by the way, you guys, we're supposed to be in like a huge, great big moon right now, great full moon. I don't know, there's a certain term for it, but it's like ending, I think, tonight. And so if you have clear skies, which we kind of do, you should be able to get that. So anyway, the lunar phase of the whole month was, there are 3 markers to it. So the very first part of the phase was the new moon, and that was called the Kalends, which is Kalends. So take that out, Kalends. And so that was the first phase and the first day of the month. Then the quarter moon, it fell on either the 1st or the 7th, or the 5th or the 7th day of the month, and that was referred to as Nones or Nonus. I'm not sure how that's supposed to be pronounced. And then the full moon fell around the 13th or the 15th day of the month, and that was referred to as the Ides. So, hey, Broussard Homestead, hello. Sorry, I missed you way back there. So I was like, awesome. Thank you guys for coming in. Sand Hollow Homestead, hello. Oh, Shakespeare was in the 1500s. Oh, I was off about 300 years. Well, there you go. You know that because it's your birthday. Awesome. Hey, Giddy Up Gal, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Smith Family Ranch. Hiya. So anyway, that's where the Ides of March came in, working with the moon phase and everything else in the first month of the first Roman calendar year. All right, so during the late Roman Republic, a New Year's festival was held, and they'd gather outside Rome and have their big sacrifices to their deities and stuff like that. But then closer to probably 600 years later, the Ides of March also signaled the beginning of the new consular year, in which 2 elected officials became leaders of the Republic. So now we move up to 46 BC. So we're 700 years later. It said, after consulting with the Alexandrian astronomer Julius Caesar, who was the current emperor of Rome, he changed the calendar. He reformed it by adding 10 days to the 355-day year. So the first 10 months was 355 days because it went by the moons. It didn't go by the actual days that we have now. So he made it be January 1st as the beginning of the year. And then he introduced a leap year every 4 years. So he was the one that did our leap year. So thank you, Julius Caesar, for doing that. So shortly after that, he was granted the title dictator for life. And it was like, whoa. I don't know if he like granted it to himself or somebody else gave it to him or not. But they were, but a bunch of Roman senators were really, really concerned about this and his increasing power and his leanings to being like a god type of thing. And so they conspired and assassinated him on March 14th, 44 BC. So it says, forever linking the Ides of March to the assassination of Julius Caesar. So, so anyway, that's where it comes. And Shakespeare wrote that tragedy, the play in there. And so there's some famous lines in there. Veni vidi vici, I came, I saw, I conquered. Et tu Brute, which Julius Caesar, when Brutus stabbed him too, who was supposed to be his best friend, he was like, and you too, Brutus, you know, it's like all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's part of the tragedy in Shakespearean play there. And it's also, like I said, fact. When you go to Rome, there's actually a square that is, it's right in the middle of the city that is cordoned off, and nothing can be built there because that's the site where Julius Caesar was killed. So Rome refuses to do anything on that. So anyway, that is the Ides of March. So there you go. You guys learned something. Is he also responsible for the names of the months July and August? I believe so, Sean. I believe he is. You know, he was a dictator unto himself, so he, you know, even though the calendar was set 700 years before him, I think he probably did rename them. I didn't come across any of that about him. So, but I bet if we researched that, he probably did change that up. So your son's birthday is March 14th. Well, you missed it by a day, which is good. Well, that's great. Thank you, Tambra. So July for Julius and August for Augustus. Yep. See, Sean and Brett, you're on the same page there. Yeah. So I want to stop and thank my mods so much for you guys, for all you do, for the links that you're putting up, for having my back. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Michaela is March 13th. Is that your daughter or something? No, you guys are great. You guys are awesome. The soap smells so good. I have this stack right here, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna have to put it back inside the bag. How many Caesars were there? Well, does anybody know? I don't know myself. That is a very good question. There were a lot of Caesars. There were some good ones, some not. Oh, your oldest daughter, Mims. Okay. Your baby just turned 1. Oh, that's still a baby. Absolutely. Definitely. Still a baby. So, have any of you read any Shakespeare plays or seen any? If so, what's your favorite? He wrote 37 plays between comedies and tragedies and stuff like that. Well, happy birthday, Chris. That was yesterday. That's awesome. Yes, Caesar is a title. Yep, like an emperor or king. Absolutely. So we had Romulus, who was a Caesar back in 750 BC, and then we still had emperors probably up until the fall of Rome, which was what, in 200 to 300 AD. So probably 1,000 years of Caesars at least. Some of them didn't last very long. Some lasted a bit longer, but there are 12 Caesars? Wow, okay. Then maybe there weren't, maybe they had different titles. Maybe it was like emperor or something, and then they just moved to a Caesar. Well, Sand Hollow, thank you so much. So I would think I've read probably about 13 of Shakespeare's plays. I've seen maybe 5 of them. But I would say that still probably Julius Caesar is one of my favorites. Just how it came about and how well written it was. It wasn't like it wasn't bizarre and all kind of all off, but it was good. So which little emperor started the pizza chain? I don't know. Probably started about, what, 30 or 40 years ago? That would be a good question. Well, there you go, Sean. That's a good winter light reading. Absolutely. The a few years experience. Oh, that's good. I have, yeah, Julius Caesar. So, what was I going to say? I don't remember now. You guys, you kind of like derailed me here. Thanks. You rewrote Midsummer Night's Dream in high school. You made a parody out of it. Oh, that would be fun. That would be really funny. Awesome. What was I going to say about Shakespeare? Oh, that's right. I ended up reading most of them when I was homeschooling my girls, because we did not only like American Lit, but we did, thank you. We did, thanks, Chris. I don't know. I have to learn a lot more in order to get to that point. Hey, Thrifty VG. But when I was schooling my girls, we did English Lit and World Lit and stuff like that. And so we covered a lot, like almost a whole semester just on Shakespearean stuff. And so it was really kind of cool. They read those along with like the Iliad and the Odyssey and different things. So it's kind of, I learned a lot in teaching my girls. It was really cool. So yeah, vitamin C does. Oh yeah, just go back, and if you look, there's a link below too that you can check out. Jesus is Lord. So there's that can help you figure out some vitamin C stuff. But yeah, I did it. Did it all that. So Paul, I'm sorry to hear that. For everybody, we do have to be careful in the words that we put into our chat and say online, because YouTube is pulling videos and demonetizing and stuff like that. So we do have to be kind of careful. Just kind of use some other words instead of the straight ones. So anyway, most of what you read is American authors, a few from Europe, mostly American. Yeah. So anyway, it's kind of neat to get a taste and a flavor of other things. So I am going to have to travel with you guys. Sorry. I've got to get my power cord. So I'll try not to let you see my dirty living room. So the good thing about a laptop, I wouldn't be able to carry my my iMac with me. I don't have one, but it would be kind of hard to travel with that. So if you're buffered with that, sorry about that. But I've got a red bar on my power source there. So there we go. Thank you guys. Did a little traveling with you. Sorry, Alicia. Hey, let's talk about prepping. That's good. That's great. You want to know that I have just as dirty a living room as everybody else, right? The Kathy mobile cam. I like that. That's great. No, that's fun. Yeah, but it's YouTube is, it's their platform, it's their business, and they, if they're making these rules, it's like just want to make sure that we can abide by them. It's lived in, yeah. So I kind of like shove everything out of the way so it's not in the line of the video here, but because I'm trying to clean things out. So North Dakota's been spared so far. Okay, good. Good. I think it's just beginning in Minnesota a little bit. But, all right. So tell me where you guys are at with planting and things like that. Oh, okay. Thanks, Mims. All social media platforms are doing that. Yep. Yep. You can use that too, Brett. Absolutely. So, oh, thanks, Paul. Appreciate that. Sorry to hear that, Alicia. So, yeah, so where's everybody out gardening? I mean, you can see we've got light. I don't have to have, I'm not sitting here in darkness. It's so nice. I tell you what, though, the time change is hard for me to do. It really is. Big dreams. Oh, hey, I hear you. I've still got a couple months before I can plant. So, and Sean, when do you get back? And when can you plant up where you're at on Kenai? I don't know if you're similar to where I'm at or not, but I really have to wait until like Memorial Weekend and be able to do that then. So it's been weeded. Okay. So Chris, in northern Louisiana, do you still get a chance of frost yet until like for another couple weeks? Or are you kind of through that? So May 21st, okay. Yeah, some years, some years it's okay to plant the beginning of May and we don't have any more frost, but we never know what that's going to hit. So it's just safe to just go till the end of May. And then we have so much daylight through our days, and we have like 15 and a half hours of, so we have a long day light for our plants and for growing. So that makes up for having a shorter growing season. So things grow fast then. But so you buy already started veggies and plant outside. Okay, that works too. Yeah, thrifty VG, that's definitely going to be hard. So no problem, Paul. Really appreciate that though. So Tambra, you got peas, onions, carrots, cabbage, kale, strawberries in the ground. Wow. Okay, galvanized metal. Awesome. I do have to, Chris, I've been in July in Louisiana for 13 years. I don't think it would snow there. If it snows in July in Louisiana, it's like then hell freezes over, right? It's that hot. Oh, okay. Thanks, Sean. All right, can't wait for the long days. I know it's going to be great. So, Mims, you've been potting up all day. Wow. Okay. Does that mean like your starts are finished and you've been transplanting them into pots? I am at 45 and a half. I think it is 45.5 latitude. So northern climate, short growing season, and no sun. That's when it's really hard if you have a summer that is very overcast and cloudy and stuff like that, and there's no sun. That's it's pretty difficult to do, but we generally have some pretty good sun. So Dave and Amanda for the greenhouse, okay. Late May, early June. Yeah, I hear you. So Tinker's wife, you're just above the 45th. Okay. So similar to what I have. Hey, prep sitting with Nana Benda. Hi. How are you? Okay. Yep. I hear you. I did a lot of transplanting last year. Things started growing so fast, especially tomatoes and peppers. And I was saying, yeah, those two, but more so the tomatoes. And it was like the weather wasn't cooperating, and they were growing so fast in the house. So I transplanted them like 3 times. Finally, I was like in these great big pots, and it was like, I need to get these in the ground. They were about 3.5 feet tall, and it was crazy. So Sean, you'll hit 20 hours of sunlight at the peak of the season. Okay. Yeah, because the tomatoes are their nightshades, so they need that nighttime. I totally get you there. Okay, Paul, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Zone 8B, wow. That's just crazy. Yeah, we're similar latitude, but I'm a zone 3. So that's just crazy. Um, get elderberry seeds. Oh, yes. Brett, do you guys sell seeds too, or only the dried elderberries and starts? So maybe let Prep Stay with Nana Benda know if you have anything like that. I don't know. Oh, okay, Sean. Yeah. I suppose the evenings still get down pretty chilly at night. I mean, your 4-hour evenings there was, but that is true. They need that heat. So, all right. Prep tip for the night. Prep tip. Have 2-year supply of seeds. We have 2-year supply of seeds. Sorry, I'm just catching up on here. The reason a 2-year supply is important is because even if you're saving seeds from the plants that you're growing, you don't know if you're going to have a bad year of saving. You know, like say you're going to save all your bean, a good amount of green bean seeds, and your green beans get eaten up by something, and they just don't grow, and all of a sudden you don't have the plants that you were counting on to have those bean seeds for the next year. So to have those extra seeds that you can then plant the following year would be great, because then hopefully the following year you would have enough that you could put away for 2 years. The same with anything, tomatoes, peppers, all that kind of stuff. So yes, seeds do have a shelf life a little bit. It's longer than what they say. Each year the germination rate does go down, Chris, but it's not that bad. I mean, so eventually you can put like 2 or 3 seeds into one place, and maybe 1 out of the 3 will grow or something like that. But as long as you keep them, out of the sunlight or out of heat and moisture, just keep them dry, keep them packaged up. They'll last a long time. I know at least 5 years, maybe even 10. Yeah, Sean, there you go. 10-year-old seeds with about a 50% germination. Okay. So the germination rate goes down, but they're still viable in general. And you're welcome. You're welcome. But so anyway, it's important to keep that, especially if we don't know if you can get the seeds again, especially if something's working really well in your soil, in your climate, and you're like, oh, these seeds are great, and all of a sudden then you can't get them again. But so anyway, that is my prep tip for the night, is to be able to save your seeds, or have 2 years of seeds, and then work on saving them. There's some great books out for learning how to save seeds for different different plants and things like that. So yes, Sean, and only plant what you like to eat. Absolutely. I learned you something. Well, you're welcome. Yeah, some seeds can be frozen. I definitely wouldn't do it to all of them, just because you don't know if it's going to kill them or not. But yes, Seed to Seed, that is the one I have too. And I would bring you over to my bookshelf and get it, but I don't want to make you guys sick again. I already moved you once today. I don't want to do it again. But Seed to Seed is a really good book. It goes through like every single vegetable and fruit out there and tells you exactly how to save your seeds, how to, what to do, because each one has a different process. You can't just pull the seeds out and just dry them and let them go. Sometimes they need something else. Road trip. I've got some juice now. I'm back up to 35%. So, all right, I've got a few minutes. So I'll road trip you guys again. Hang on. As long as I don't trip here. What do I have here? Where do I have it? Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay. Are you guys still here? Are you good? No. All right. Seed to Seed by Suzanne Ashworth. And you can get it on Amazon. Really, really good book. This was recommended by Living Traditions, as well as a lot of you here. I'm sorry, Alicia, that was good. Hey, Howie, how are you doing? Okay, but it's not like full of lots of pictures here or anything. So it's just a lot of information, but it really, really is good. And also talks about like cross-pollination and different things like that. And if you're saving a seed, how to grow it and keep it away from other things. Like if you want to save pepper seeds, you don't plant like 5 different varieties of peppers in one area and then expect to get a true seed out of it, because they will cross-pollinate. Same with tomatoes. So, anyway, yeah, it's like, okay, artichokes and lettuce and watercress, cabbage, kale. So yeah, learning how to save your seed. And this, I mean, look at the seeds on here. Isn't that kind of beautiful? All those different seeds, and each one needs a different process. So the Kevin and Sarah on Living Traditions, the process they were showing. Oops, I better plug back in. Lisa's right here. Another book. Wasn't there a book last week that you had to buy, Sean? I'm going to get you a whole library here, right? Kevin and Sarah on Living Traditions did, last summer they grew eggplant for Baker Creek for their seeds. And so they got this book and was using that to save their eggplant seeds. And they showed us their whole process, and it was pretty extensive. Not only growing them in a whole different part of their yard, but also, oh, that's right, Sean, you did. But also taking these seeds and then having to wash them through and then sieve them and do some other stuff to them and then all this other kind of stuff. So anyway, it was pretty interesting though. It was really great. So anyway, save 2 years. Now, Howie, the master gardener here, I don't know if you were here when I started or not, but oh, this is a soft cover book, and I don't remember how much it was. It says here's $24.95, but I know on Amazon it wasn't that much at all. So my lights went off. No, that was, I think the sun or a cloud, maybe a cloud went in front of the sun back there when it was setting or something like that. So, where was I? You guys keep blowing me off course here tonight. Oh, prep studying with Nana Bendit. You got popcorn seeds. You're going to try to grow some kernels. Oh, there you go. Oh, Howie. Yes. I was, oh, good. $17.50 on Amazon. Awesome. I was telling them that my prep tip for tonight was to have 2 years worth of, at least 2 years worth of seeds saved up in order to be able to, of all of their seeds for gardening and everything, in case, you know, if they're saving seeds and the crop wasn't as good as it should have been. So, so that you've got a whole nother year that you can use from. So, okay. Thank you, Howie. I got an endorsement there. So, hey, Southern Blessed Homesteading. That's okay. I've got 4 minutes left. We'll enjoy your presence for 4 minutes. So that'd be good. Okay, good. You can find the book used too. So yeah, it was, I have not used it yet, but I probably will this summer. I'm going to start doing some seeds. So anyway, guys, anything else? I think I covered everything on my list here. Do check out making your own vitamin C tablets or pills, whatever you want to call them. So, hey, Patty Gilbert, hello. How are you? Okay, user is about $10. So, okay, so mold. And there again, to be careful where you store them. Oh, you mean for when you're saving seeds? Yes. So follow these directions very carefully. We need to save them and all that kind of stuff. So vitamin D. What are you asking, Sean? You want me to talk about vitamin D? There's no spider there. I would have seen it already. No, those are some other things back there. Yeah, it was, yeah, seed saving is real artwork, absolutely, because like I said, every single plant has a whole different process. I know you were, Chris. So anyway, yeah, those vitamin C things are really kind of cool. So anyway, when you go to Walmart or wherever and you see the vitamin C shelves totally empty, don't panic. There's a lot of other ways of getting it. And you take 10,000 units a day. Oh, okay, of vitamin D. Yeah, I think I take about 5,000. So no, totally get it. Up here in the north, we need that because we don't have enough sunlight during the year until the middle of summer. But just, oh, well, thank you, Patty. That means I need to back up, right? So that I'm not so big on your TV. Oh, thank you, Tambra. I really appreciate that. Appreciate it so much. In a couple minutes, we've got Stivers on. They're on live and a few others that'll be coming on. So as always, guys, I really like to support everybody else, and I encourage you to support other channels too. They're going live, and so I try to stick to the hour here. So Thrifty VG, 5,000 of D3, 10,000 C. Okay. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it. Yeah, it is a great group. You guys are awesome. Awesome mods. Mims, thanks for all the links and everything. Thanks, Howie, for coming in, and Sean. All you guys, just wonderful, and I really appreciate it. Really appreciate you guys. So, Chris, I hope I never get a big head. So, anyway, yes, thank you all for coming, and Love you all, and you take care. Have a great week, and be careful of the Ides of March. All right. Bye, everyone.